let's just talk about the biggest listing agent in the country. They're not truly the listing agent, but what if Zillow and Redfin starts just representing the buyers on the listings that they have digitally?
Right.
I mean, that's not good for buyers. It's not good for agents. That's not good for anyone. So I think one of the things that a lot of people aren't talking about is, what does this do to the digital real estate companies, the Zillows, the Redfins, and is this going to help them or hurt them and put them in a stronger position? Because I don't have anything against innovation and technology. I love it, but I don't think that it's going to be in the best interest of a buyer or a seller to list their property or to buy a property from a giant online company. Nor do I think going with an online lender that's nationwide, at least most of them, is going to be the best for someone to get a mortgage. And I think you'd agree with that. So that's going to be the big question that I'm wondering how that's going to play out. Let's just say that it didn't get outlawed, and you have a giant listing agent who, is in any market in California, and they now have buyers calling them directly to come and buy their property.
Right.
They're going to have to figure out how to do that in a way that doesn't put them in a bad spot. They have to think through a lot of things. They have to think through, is my seller going to be willing to pay a higher commission when they know that the buyer's agent is in my office? I mean, if I'm the seller, I'm going to be like, I don't know. I mean, he's in your office. Do you really need 2.5% for that guy? You put the sign, I'm paying you this on this side. So they're going to have to really be able to present that well to a seller if they have someone in their office buying the property. And then number two, we just saw what can happen with lawsuits.
Yeah.
When things get convoluted. I mean, that's something we really got to think about. One of the blessings of being in my industry is we have something called safe harbor. And so if we ever have a problem as a lender, it goes to the company. And we rarely do because our disclosures are so thick. I mean, you hear people all the time, I can't believe that lender made me sign all those documents. Like, it doesn't leave a lot of room for people to sue. And you don't hear of lenders getting sued very often. I mean, it's so black and white what we do. And so I just think that if a listing agent is going to represent a buyer and a seller, they're going to have a really good process, and they're going to have a really good presentation. And I think they're going to have really good documentation.